Not that I actually went anywhere. It's just I've been in the rear with the gear with a lot of stuff going on in the real world. But we are here with Everyday March. It feels good. It feels good to be back and back out with the poll cam. We're going to start off with a little bit of local news, which is Jenny Durkin's veto to defund and make additional changes to the Seattle Police Department has been overridden by the City Council on all 3 points on the vote. And so that's it for 2020. That budget cut is all of about 1%. And remember, those who may be clutching your pearls, about $3.1 million of that $3.8-ish million was already planned to be cut out of the budget in the first place. So what did they really get? So anyway, that's what's going on with that. In probably less than happy news, depending on how your political stripes are, right now Mitt Romney said today that he will vote on what's going on. And when I did my thing, I had speculated that, you know, Mitt may have a microspine and grow one, or because of Utah and religion and politics and Mormons and abortion, he just may go abortion. So yes, because a big part of getting this seat is doing away with Roe v. Wade, and don't make any mistake about that. Trying out some new software today. I haven't been very, very happy with Streamlabs because Streamlabs A is really expensive, and B, they're dropping their flip and watermark every now and then, and I see this happening with some other streamers, and I can't find anything, but I have found like a lot of, why is the watermark all of a sudden appearing again? And I'm under the impression that Streamlabs is kind of like, F you, we don't care that you're paying us $27 a month. We're going to put a watermark on there. So I'm trying out a different software program. So we're just going to see how it goes and what happens. And that is what's going on. Yes, we are here in the anarchy jurisdiction of Seattle. Seeing the comments, like, what a biggest flippin' joke. Like, really? Yes, it's really horrible here in the anarchy jurisdiction. I had to work all day, and then I drove on our modern highways, and I was able to find a parking spot. And now I'm just waiting for the Everyday March with TK and Taki and all of the other peeps to go ahead and get started. They're very, very happy about the vote that's happened today. And that's kind of where things are at right now. So a bunch of streamers are here. And so we have fired up the stream probably a little early because it just kind of started feeling like, okay, we're probably going to get going soon. I gotta remember to start bringing a headlamp to these things because it is just getting darker earlier and earlier and earlier. So ultimately, I guess I could send the camera up, but there isn't like a whole lot to see at the moment because we haven't started marching, and I don't necessarily have a whole bunch of filler content. Oh, I guess another thing here, we could do a couple of things with filler. Going to Portland. We're going to be streaming from Portland on September 25th through September 27th. So make sure you send your love and your vibes, and go ahead and watch. And Saturday we will probably be streaming like for hours and hours and hours in Portland. Next thing is your mods. Your mods are paid in hearts. So if you love your mods and you love your admins, go ahead and start spamming those hearts because that is how they are paid. By the heart, and they need a pay raise because they haven't had a lot of hearts, right? Because we haven't done a whole lot of streaming. We just had the couple, the short little thing. The other reason I wanted to get out to the stream is the weather forecast for tomorrow is like flipping. It's horrible with a capital A. Hey, there's the hearts for the mods. More mod hearts, please. We're just kind of waiting here, as I said, to kind of get started. Every now and then I'm seeing this thing here. It says buffering, blah, 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 but it looks like everything is okay. Actually, it looks a little blurry on my phone. Or I don't know, maybe. I'm not going to try and clean the lens at this point because I could touch the wrong thing and really foobar things up. So I'm not going to do that. Look at all those hearts for the mods. Pam, I swear, Anarchy in the UK was the song that was playing in my head when I saw that stupid memo from the I want to be an anarchist cause I anarchy. It's where I want to be. If you haven't read my post yesterday, and also I put it up on Twitter, how come Louisville isn't an anarchist? It's not like I support this anarchist jurisdiction, but when you read the definition of what an anarchist jurisdiction is, Louisville, Kentucky is an anarchist jurisdiction. Louisville, Kentucky has had more protesters shot than Seattle and Portland combined. Look it up, it's a fact. Louisville, Kentucky's gun crime is on record pace for 2020. They are led a record year for gun crime. Okay, we checked that box. They have had 119 days of continuous protests. They have had mass fights in the streets between the left and the right. We were live streaming, sharing live streams of the action that was happening there with Riot Heart and the others out there in Louisville. The federal courthouses and federal buildings are all boarded up. They have wrestled with, do we want federal support? It meets all the requirements. Now, but you know and I know and I know and you know, even if you're the political right, we know why. Because we don't want to make Moscow Mitch look bad. We don't want to make Rand Paul look bad by declaring Louisville an anarchist jurisdiction. I mean, Kentucky has a Democratic governor. Louisville's got a Democratic mayor. So if we're gonna play that card, that it's all the Democrats' fault, well, you've got those cards on the table too. So it just comes down to Moscow Mitch. So it's got nothing to do with anarchist jurisdictions. And like New York City is just ridiculous, right? And we just know, like for New York City in particular, it's just punishment. Because the state AG and the city AGs are going after multiple Trump organizations. And that's why they're doing it. We're going to go ahead and cut their budgets and try to slow down those state level investigations. I mean, seriously, let's call it for what it is, right? Just call it for what it is. And then, you know, like Seattle is cracking me up. Well, they voted to defund it. The mayor vetoed it. Remember, they declared that before the city council voted to do the other. And here's the ironic thing. By taking away those federal dollars, guess what? They've just assured that the police department's going to get defunded. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I mean, this stupid at birds. All right. It sounds like we are getting ready to make it happen, Captain. It's really dark here, just FYI. So, I don't know.
They said they're living in the cars. Let me go ask.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Ask somebody real quick.
All right. Yeah, I'll stay right here. And then just let me mute up before you come back with the plan. We just kind of heard this announcement, like, hey, everybody get in cars. So don't exactly know if we're driving somewhere. Well, it may be their dirty money, Sean, but it is our federal tax dollars at the end of the day. We would like our tax dollars. Does this mean because we're in an anarchist jurisdiction we can stop paying our taxes?
I think so. Or just pay them taxes.
Right? We could just stop paying. All right, I think what I'm going to have to do here is just
Not
mute.
necessary.
Oh.
We're caravanning, yeah.
So we're going in cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if I could ride with you, that'd be great.
Yeah, I can see too.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're apparently driving somewhere. I am not going to shut the stream down, but you're not going to see friggin' anything while we're driving. So, but I'm just going to keep the stream going. Mods, if you could just kind of keep letting people know that we are moving by vehicle, and you're not going to be able to, I mean, seriously, you are not going to see a damn thing here in a minute. It's just going to be like, it's dark and scary. It's like he's put us in the trunk. Yep. Yeah. So what I've done is my mic is still hot, but I'm in that standby. Yeah. Mods, if you could just continue to let the audience know so we can hold on to our precious eyeballs on what's going down.
Duct tape and hemp rope. They're talking about you can just drag rope.
So one of the things that happens on these marches, where we're going, you know, I know everybody finds that really hard to believe after the whole stolen thing. But we seriously don't know where we're going when we show up to these things. They keep that confidential to keep everybody safe, particularly the organ. I got to put the mic down for a minute.
I'll be ready to roll as soon as it's time.
Yep.
Like I said, you're not going to be able to see anything.
I'm not hiding anything, or like, why is he hiding? It has nothing to do with that at all. It's bad enough that a bunch of my information got put out there and people were sending me death threats and crap. I need to share my license plate with the world, so. Bear with here.
Oh, damn. Jump in the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the hell is the cable?
So you're gonna be in this little angle. Alright, but when we get out, you'll be able to see it.
There we go.
I'm actually gonna even tilt it down a little bit more. Sorry. Huh.
Well, that was a case of overcome, adapt, and improvise there, malcontent.
My mic is still hot too. I can mute it if you'd like me to.
No, that's fine.
Cool.
I don't think we're gonna
You're the best, thank you. Well, we're not going to talk about anything specific, but yeah. So,
how about them Seahawks?
yeah, right. Did you see the whole Pete Carroll wearing the "We Want Justice"? Pretty cool, man. Like, I mean, you got like on the back of the helmet. That was awesome. Yeah.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, we were here for the Everyday March. We had set up the stream with the pole cam and all. And we're at, the place where they were meeting was public information. We're here at Duwamish River Park or something like that.
Waterway,
and Duwamish Waterway Park. And apparently we're
mountain up.
We're mountain up and driving somewhere. So
Means we could be going anywhere, really.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So for all I know, like we don't have any flipping idea. Mongo is just pawn and game of life.
we're in the car with Malcontent Tango, Malcontentment Tango on Facebook,
Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. And on Periscope, we're Malcontentment T, because you can't go that long on the other. And we're here with Concrete Reporting with Ian. Concrete Reporting is no longer and has not been associated with CJ or CJ TV for a while now.
Yeah, it's been a month at least.
And so,
yeah, it's been over a month.
You know, generally, I try to avoid all of that. Kind of crack the door open and like, damn, CJ's thing yesterday. Like, I had a couple people send it to me, and like, damn, and Concrete and CJ had like a falling out. That was a good, like, I don't know, probably close to 6 weeks ago. They parted ways like more than a month ago. You could bring that seat back, man.
I like this again a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks. It's my backpack. It's just like it's.
Oh, okay.
Put it on, so I just like leave it on. But at least I got the seatbelt on, so that's good.
So, and again, so literally the is the SMTP, STM, my God, STIMP, color bars are up there. The pole cam is literally in the trunk right now. So all pole cam would be showing you is stuffed in Malcontentment's trunk. Dark. I just have the STMP, and you're like, just shut the fuck up. But there's nothing, like, we're just waiting to roll, and we're following the car caravan, and I have no idea where we're headed.
We're in the car waiting to call the brigade to Tango. A good match. You're not going to be dark.
How off and be contentment tango. Then you have the con, right? You got the concrete there. It's
concrete tentment
concrete tent tango.
Oh, man. Yeah, somebody said PNW Savage said people from other cities here. They're very aware of how organized. For example, when the tragedy on the highway happened with Taylor in the back, immediately the next day people were saying they're going to stop than ever.
Totally.
And we have 30, 40 cars just shown up in the city, and since then the car got more and more organized. They have numbers, they have a communication system. Everything here is very organized. You're right.
I'm driving on my feed. I do see like my mods are just reminding me, like, hey, stick around. Mods are saying hi to you.
Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Mal's mods? Sweet. Mods are the real heroes, you know. They really keep it down for us when we have to keep our heads on a swivel.
Oh, totally. Well, I mean, like I think a lot of us. Well, for me, I started without. I fell.
Fire became too much to handle, and you needed help.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the story.
You know, a couple of but I was good at calling out the branding, and so we got moderators over there. YouTube, I know comments are dumpster fire, but it's not. It's hard. Their custom is weird. It's hard. Then when the replay, the comments are kind of buried. Go look for them, and so I'm like, whatever. You've got people that grab your clips off of there, and the with Dory Monson in Cairo, and I was just so about that. When people were starting to blow my phone up, like, dude, what are you doing on Cairo? I'm like, it's like, you would never hear me on Dory Monson. What are you talking about? And Dory Monson took this. I say this, Bible, they took it very seriously when I sent, the clip over, and the way I phrase things, professional broadcaster, how to operate, and it seems very plausible to me is that they had gotten quote not directly from our site, but that's where they were playing my audio clips from, and I hate people that's great.
Fucking Andy.
He's one of them.
Yep.
Your favorite fracker.
So, I try not to actually say his name because I don't want to give him any more attention than he already has.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way everyone important it too.
That guy. And then then there's one other, I won't mention them. There's and then what are you doing? Are you enjoying the color bar thing to my voice, or is it just on a chalkboard? Kitty called me a grumpy man.
I mean,
I am a malcontent.
Yeah,
I am a malcontent.
Your name is malcontent.
It must have been obvious. Hey, a kid stupid. All right, I definitely don't want to be the tail gunner in all this, and I kind of feel like we almost are.
What do you mean tail gunner?
Well, oh no, there's a car behind us.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we don't even know. We're just gonna follow these people and hopefully we don't get separated.
We're following this dude, I guess. I hope.
Yeah, I think so.
So now I'm confused. What are all these other cars? Are we turning around?
Yeah, I think they're all going to be following us. I think we're kind of the first ones out. Yeah, there should be no possible way you could figure out what is happening from my stream.
Oh, we turning around? Because there's a bunch of cars facing this other way.
Oh, no, I would follow all those other cars.
All right, so I screwed up.
It's okay. Yeah, I think those guys are just waiting to turn around to be in position behind these guys. You can maybe use that driveway.
Come on, bros. Cut me some slack.
Hey, Rex Parker. Did you see... Rex, did you see your new little flare there?
Is that RX?
No, just one of my rigs.
So if y'all are just tuning in, we're here with Concrete Media.
Reporting.
Concrete Reporting.
Every
Concrete
time somebody
Reporting.
uses media, it's like there's already like us and Converge Media are already too close.
Got it. Concrete Reporting. We're here with Ian in Concrete Reporting, and we're at the Everyday March in Seattle. And if you're wondering why there's the color bars graphic, the stimp that is up there, we set up believing that we were going to be walking, which is typically what happens in Everyday March, and they said, nope, we're car caravanning somewhere. So pole cam is literally in the trunk. I'm still running the stream off of there, but if I didn't have that color bar thing up there, all you would be seeing is pure darkness in the trunk. So that's why I have the color bars up right now. And I'm not seeing any comment. What's going on?
I just dropped connection.
Well, I agree. I think this is expensive. Where are we going?
Yeah, absolutely.
The reason why I'm kind of like, hey, where are we going or what are we doing? Because, like, I know that we had the vote to defund. The veto override happened, so I know we have that. So there's part of me, it's like, so are we just going to go to downtown Seattle? Just don't know.
We can say that we saw giant signs being made.
Yeah, we did see giant signs being made.
Say that.
Yeah.
Don't know what that implies.
All right, we're starting to roll. And there's cars in front of me and behind. And that's the other thing. It's like, I hope I'm following the right group of people. I hope we just don't end up at a Denny's somewhere. Like the 5 cars like, we decided not to drive. We're getting dinner.
We're getting the Grand Slam. I guess that's what's going to happen.
I miss Denny. They're like all going out of business around here in Seattle. They're all shutting down. It's because we're in an anarchist jurisdiction.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. It's so crazy.
Live from the anarchist jurisdiction, where we are only allowed to show you color bars from the trunk of a vehicle. Just kidding.
I should start titling my videos like that. Like
I did. That's what I did.
That's what I did.
Live from Seattle, anarchist jurisdiction.
Yeah.
That's totally what I did.
Nice.
We'll go ahead and trigger a few right-wingers when they see that. It's so bad that they stuffed their cameraman in the trunk.
Kimber, I see it. Volume's low. Shouldn't be. Let me make sure that it's off. It might be. Uh-oh.
I just lost about a foot of cable.
Oh, no. This is kind of fun though, because like Malcontent and I, we talk a lot on like text and stuff, because we're always doing different things, but we don't really get a chance to hang out a lot. So this has been a long time coming.
I don't think we've like hung out since like Chop, like literally Chop.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We've both been so busy doing what we're doing. Yes, Seattle, Portland, and New York City are the anarchist jurisdictions.
But not Louisville. Amazing, not
Louisville.
Louisville.
What the hell? Not yet. Just wait until the Breonna Taylor vote, and then boom, it's going to be...
Nah, that'll never happen, because Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul, it's Kentucky.
Good point. I forgot about
Now
that.
you see, like, this dude's going in a different direction than these other two, and we have nobody behind us.
Let's go with those guys. They seem to be going the same place.
We literally have no one behind us. And then this other dude turned right, and then those two turned.
Yeah.
And then they turned again.
Shit. This could be problematic. If we can catch up to them. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Well,
I might have to call somebody.
and then they turned here, right?
Yeah.
This is right into Boeing.
What? Oh wait, no, that's them right there. That's them right there.
That's them right where?
Them coming out right there.
Oh.
They just took a UE in the parking lot.
Oh. So now which way are they going?
I would take a right.
So I just go around them.
Get behind them. Yeah.
Just get behind them. All right.
I'm making double sure that there's no way to tell what's going on.
And then I don't know. Looks like this. Okay.
Yep, we're good.
I recognize vehicles and
Yep.
plates and people and stuff. So.
What?
Maybe they were supposed to turn right and they turned the other way, and we were supposed to follow that other person.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just tuning in, people can see Ian, people can't see me because I'm on pole cam, and pole cam is in the trunk, and so I have the color bars thing up right now saying the broadcast will be going. And as soon as we get to wherever we're going, pole cam will come back up out of the trunk, and you'll see what I can see. So right now, for the time being, we're driving somewhere, and we don't know where.
Man, that was tense though. I was afraid we were gonna lose them hard.
Yeah.
Oh, like, no, I'm gonna have to call somebody.
I was joking about ending up in Denny's, and now almost did. I ain't getting my sausage with the Grand Slam.
Almost curfew time in Louisville. Oh fuck.
Why are we stopped at a green light?
I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to swing the flight to Louisville in the morning. I don't know. I'll take buy the ticket as soon as the stream ends. What is happening? Where are we going?
I don't know. It's like, are we the distraction?
No. Yeah, my concern, I'm always thinking about stuff like this, is like, do they see that my camera is like right here and they think that I'm like following like with a camera or something? You know what I mean? Like that it's like some sort of
what is going on here?
Oh
no, wait a minute. I see other vehicles now that I recognize.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm not going to mention vehicles, but I do see other vehicles that I recognize.
I'm just gonna try and make it like super obvious that this isn't like a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You want me to just see if I can pop out? I'll just leave my
Sure,
thing here.
Yeah, Yeah, just be like, yo, is this it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's going on? Yep.
Hey, Granny Jen. Oh, it's just me and Malcontent's chat now. This is, Malcontent and Tango has been taken over by Concrete Reporting. It is now a subsidy of the Concrete Reporting brand. No, just kidding. What's up, Mouse Chat? How are you? We never get to do this. What's up, Mouse Mods? You all work for me now? Oh, okay. Never mind. He's back. Never mind. It's just between us, guys.
Did he pay you in double hearts?
Yeah.
Mods are paid in hearts. Spam those hearts if you love your mods.
What? Did you get any information that you can tell me?
Get back into the car.
Okay, got it.
We're part of, and get back in the car. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Rob.
But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Mongo is just pawing a game of life.
Yeah, I'll pay your mods in the only currency I have available, Pocket Lint.
Exactly.
And compliments. Hi guys.
Spam those hearts.
Yep, hearts.
Spam those hearts for the mods.
Heart react.
I feel like I'm blinding people here. Cut the
You
angle.
can kill your lights a little bit.
It's originally from Canada, so you can't turn them off.
Oh, Grand Jen, everything's black because right now we're caravanning to the location. We don't even know where it is. We're just kind of following cars nearby. And we're trying to follow to the destination, which I think the group that we're in right now might be a little confused on where to go. So I know it's black screen, but when we get there, we'll be at the place where the final destination. So
All right,
we're rolling again.
We're rolling again. It's like, are we like the distraction unit or what?
The diversion group.
The diversion group.
Yeah. Okay, so using my head to block the back window, but at least here you don't see just black.
You could turn on a light if you want.
No.
I
I prefer not to draw any more attention to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Concrete kidnap Malcontent and put pole cam in the trunk.
Pole cam is in the trunk.
I love your chat.
Oh, is that what one of the mods wrote? That like pole cams in the trunk?
Just one of your people in your chat said it. Okay, so now you got. Okay, yeah, we're going left, I guess. Or is it a UE? No, it's left.
We're going left, and we're
on a red left.
Don't tell them that.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, no. Just on a red herring. On a red herring mission, because we're the diversion unit. See, good. Yep. So feels like we're part of a secret society with all the covert traveling. Well, this is what has to happen when you're in this kind of situation. You can't broadcast things. They used to. People might not know this. They used to broadcast where the destination was until right after the Diaz and Summer thing happened, and then it got a lot more. All the emergency lights are on. It got a lot more tight with security after that. There was a very intense discussion on what had to happen. So, and before that, it was always the same route every day. We would go to the West Precinct from the top area every day, same route.
Exact same route.
And they changed that up.
Because more and more people were driving through the route.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed 2 drive-throughs. There was one on the 8th of July, just a few days after Diaz Love.
Oh shit!
And they actually that person actually drove up onto the sidewalk. So that when these idiots are like, well, I guess if you didn't walk on the road, it's like, no, they just drive up on the sidewalk, just like that suspended with pay, I believe, Seattle police officer who drove up on the sidewalk.
I have a theory on what's going on, but I want to mute my stream before I say anything.
Yeah.
But yours is still live, right?
Yeah, I'm still live.
Can we mute yours too?
I can't from here now.
No, okay.
No, the mute button's
well,
back
I don't think it's actually that big of a deal, but I'll just keep mine muted anyway. I think that we might be part of a blocking unit.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, do you see how everyone has their lights on like that? Yeah, I think that's
and the other thing is I feel like we're boxed into the blocking unit because I don't want to be in the blocking unit.
Yes, exactly.
Because,
okay, my mic's back on.
And I don't know how we get out of the unit here.
Oh yeah, look over there. Straight across, same thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're doing. We're just gonna have to basically be like, yo, how do we get out of this? Yep, I think this is it right here.
Yeah, I do too. So let me see.
So I think that we are we have become part of the blocking unit in the car brigade.
Yeah, because the other thing is then like we get out. All right, so
that's problematic.
Yeah.
Well, they'll find a way to let us out. There's Tati. There's Tati right there.
Hey, Tati. We're just trying to get out because we didn't want to be in the blocking group. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit their car.
As long as we can get out, like maybe they can help us. Roll down your window, maybe. Here, I'm gonna mute my stream.
All right, that's it. We're not moving.
Can you turn your hazards on, please?
Yeah, we didn't want to be in the car brigade.
Oh,
we were just following because we said, okay, we're saddling up. So we don't have a radio or nothing.
No, that's fine, that's fine. This is it. We're blocking, but if you could turn your hazards on so everyone just knows you're with us.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna get out.
Okay, yeah. All right, this is just what we're doing now. I guess we're just part of the. This car is now part of the brigade, which was not what the plan was. Yeah.
All right, so here we are. We're here on the bridge.
If you wanna grab your pole and everything, and you need to move your car, I can grab the pole for you and you can move it if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, because that's what I'm worried about. Is like just being able to move. Yo. Well, Here's where we're at.
Everyone, please stay inside of the barricade.
Oh, okay.
I see. They mean stay inside the safe.
Yeah, yep. All right, so we're gonna try this again. Bear with me, malcontents. We're gonna try this again. If anybody needs any additional proof that we don't know what the plan is when we show up, this is about as much proof as you're ever gonna get. Bear with. I'm gonna get you on the pole. All right. So basically what's happened is we were following the car caravan, and we ended up boxed in with the car brigade, and that's basically what's happened. And if you bear with me, I got to get my second device. And so we became totally boxed in with the car brigade. And so we're just, that's that.
Just secure this dump, but don't drop it. Leave it on this side, just secure it though.
Alright, well, first of all, guys, we shut down the bridge. For anyone that doesn't know, this is a small megaphone, I'm sorry. For anyone that doesn't know, today Seattle City Council override the mayor's veto. We fucking But also, we are proud that our city council is standing up for us, quotation marks. But also, don't forget that was only 1%. That was 1% of SPD's budget.
Fact.
And that's not all we are here for. We are here for more of it, but let's at least celebrate the little victory that we did get, even though it's not shit. In 2021, we will demand much more. We will keep the pressure on, because 1% ain't shit. 1% we got and the 1% in this world ain't shit. All of them.
Wait, before we do.
Yeah, this is an area not exactly with the greatest.
We are acknowledging whose land we are on. Specifically, also, we started at the Duwamish Waterway Park. We are now on the Duwamish River, which honestly, all the water in Seattle should all start with the name Duwamish of the Coast Salish tribe. So please, you are honoring.
Don't know if I can do anything about that at the moment.
We leave this place better than we found it, and we honor who has came before us and whose stolen land we are on. Whose street? Duwamish Street! Whose street? Duwamish Street! Whose street? Duwamish Street! Whose street? Whose street? Duwamish Street! Whose street? Duwamish Street! Whose street? Duwamish Street!
Gonna see if I can adjust any settings.
Fire, fire, colonizer!
Fire, fire, colonizer!
Fire, fire, colonizer!
Fire, fire, colonizer!
Native people used to live here!
Native people used to live here!
Native people still live here!
Native people still live here!
Native people used to live here!
Native people used to live
according to
Indigenous lives matter.
All day,
Every day.
all day,
Every day.
all day.
Every day.
yeah, according to my settings, I'm at 1080p.
We got our backs. We got our backs.
I'm looking at my feed and it looks great.
We keep us safe.
So I'm not sure exactly what's going on between. I don't know what's exactly going on from my device to your devices.
Unity.
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 Liberation.
Actually, it looks like things got better.
Liberation.
Liberation.
Black.
Black
Lives.
lives
Matter.
Power to the revolution! Power to the revolution! Power to the revolution! Power to the revolution!
Power to the
Revolution! Power to the revolution!
Power to the revolution.
Power to the revolution!
Power to the revolution.
Power to the revolution!
Power to the revolution.
Alright, also something to keep in mind. We are doing amazing. We are doing amazing by still coming out here every single day.
So if I come back a little bit, we could see a little bit more what's going on.
We are doing amazing. Today what happens is that it works. The pressure works. Maybe not always the way that we want it because the pressure does work because it's the first time in Seattle they took that whole thing.
There's a group probably of about 30 people here. I actually pulled back, but I'm probably between the aircraft noise from SeaTac and Boeing Field, you probably can't hear, so I'll move in closer.
Also, something to keep in mind moving forward. You guys suggest PD is happy about being defunded, even by 1%. Do you think they're happy? No, that means they're going to be fucking pissed. They already don't like our cool asses. They already don't
True.
like the revolution, so they are going to be even more pissed, more fired up, more anxious to do things to us.
Truth.
Everyone, keep that in the back of your head.
Look, they're trying to spend all the money they got, and we can't get none of it.
Keep that in the back of your head moving forward, and as we continue with this revolution, that every step closer we get to abolishing the police, because that is why we are here, to abolish the police, but every single step we get closer, it's going to get more brutal with MP and all police. Also, I don't know if we talked about this yesterday, I think we did.
Tati and TK are here. TK is recovering.
New York and Portland, which means we're doing fucking amazing. That means we're doing amazing. It also means that we could possibly lose federal funds.
Live from
that
the
means Seattle fucking City Council better get on it if they don't want to lose funds because it's
live from the Anarchist jurisdiction.
Get your fucking money. You guys ordered to do a banner drop?
Do we want to start with this one? Are you all ready? It's not ready? It's almost ready. She wasn't ready.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Defund SBC, how much?
50% at least.
Defund SBC, how much?
50% at least.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Where should the money go?
To black communities.
Where should the money go?
To black communities.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Free, who should you free?
All the protesters.
Free, who should you free?
All the protesters.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Don't forget number 4.
No new youth jail.
Don't forget number 4.
No new youth jail.
There's so much
So for those of you just tuning in, we
Black
are
lives matter.
Black lives
live from the Seattle Anarchist Zone. Jurisdiction, Seattle Anarchist Jurisdiction.
Jenny Rejected to resign.
We're here in South Park. There is actually a place called South Park in Seattle. It's spelled just like South Park County, Colorado. And we're here by the Duwamish River, where some banners have been hung off of the South Park Bridge.
Every day.
I feel like since we're all standing in some kind of circle, little thingy, do we all want to talk about how we feel about the defunding of SPD by 1%? There's some comments. Please.
Ron, you shouldn't be projecting your inner feelings out here in the open like that, but the first step is acceptance. So you've worked on the first step, and I commend you on that. But now, Ron, we're going to have to tell you goodbye.
My booty got stuck.
Is it like some high-powered flashlights to light these up?
He has been terminated.
We decide when to light these up when
How many people spoke at public comment? How many people spoke at public comment? None of you? Did anybody?
So for those of you just tuning in, we're in South Park.
How many people listened?
This is the South Park Bridge that goes over the Duwamish River. This bridge connects up this kind of south area of Seattle. South Park is a very industrial area, so there isn't a whole lot of people that live in this area, but there is a ton of industry that goes on here. It's kind of in the shadow of the Boeing plants and Boeing fields and the Boeing Museum.
What do you guys think?
You want to drop this side first? Drop this one first.
So the airplanes that you're hearing are related to either SeaTac Airport or Boeing Field. They could be takeoffs or landings. The two airports are relatively close to each other. Boeing Field gets a lot of, doesn't have any commercial air traffic, but it has a lot of aircraft that are coming in there for service or livery and cargo.
Does everybody know how to sign up for Seattle Public Comment? Is there anyone that doesn't? The two of you? Okay, anyone else?
I know you're not the only one, because otherwise we would have had more hands up earlier.
So in order to sign up for Seattle Public Comments, you go to Google and you put in Seattle Public Comments. It's the first option that pops up. You click on that, and then you go to the bottom and you press sign up. But it's only on Tuesdays, I believe, unless they have a special meeting. But it's on Tuesdays. Usually sign up times start at, did I put a 10? On Zoom meeting, I missed. It was different today. I'm sorry, I forgot the time. But for example, today the meeting was at 3. You can start signing up at 1.
Hey Lakota, thank you for the share. Much appreciated. All is well here in the Seattle anarchy jurisdiction.
Have your voice be heard by Seattle City Council members without showing up to the house. That is the way to do it. Also a reminder to continue to call your city council members and to email them and to dump them and let them know that they work for you. Does everybody
Matthew, thank you for that link about South Park. It's a very fascinating part of the city with a very fascinating history.
Baby, it's Herbal? Is Herbal? Who's your council member? Is your council member Lisa Herbal?
No.
Who is it?
So what?
Morales.
I think Andrew.
Is that Alex?
So for those of you just tuning in, we are in the Seattle Anarchist jurisdiction. I just love saying that. I love saying it. This is secret films from the Anarchist jurisdiction being sent to you at extreme, I don't know.
7 days they start the process of the 2021 budget. And we are not going to let them think that what they did was enough. We are going to continue to put the pressure on. Are we ready for the banner drop? Alright, you guys want to all go over this so we can drop this banner together as a family?
I don't know
I think there's a lot of us, so maybe all of us want
what I'm going to try and do. Sorry. What I'm going to try and do is get to a spot where
Meeting with your height.
oh, the banner's over on this side. We're going to see if we can.
Thank you, Bike Brigade!
Thank you, Bike Brigade!
Malcontent's on this side.
What I'm trying to do is get into a spot where we can show you the banner. Yeah. I don't think we can get it. Yeah, it's pretty dark, unfortunately, but
I know. No, you can't.
here we go.
Here, if you pull that in, I'll pull this in that we can reach and try to straighten it out a little bit.
I could show it to you, but I'm going to have to show it to you upside down.
Yo. Yeah, that's way better. You definitely can read that. Okay.
And a little bit of light was on it, went out, so.
So does everyone have that information? There's three through sharing. There they are. You can see their lights on down there.
Yeah, this is unincorporated King County, this part.
Yeah.
Seattle, so of course it's going to be shared. Oh, I love it, bro. My bad. Don't people say that.
No, I know.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
The Auto Club is here. The Auto Club is here. The other banner is going down.
50% at least!
Shut that money
To black communities!
Say who should you be?
All the protesters! No new youth jail!
House lives matter!
Black lives matter!
House lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Okay.
Oh, Emma, dope is the fun.
Woo!
So I'm just going to move location here. You can see the blinky blinkies. So the Auto Club is here, although it does appear that that's King County, that's not City of Seattle. It really appears all they're just doing is actually just made the decision to provide an extra layer of making sure the bridge is closed. It doesn't look like there's anything else going on down there. There's a very small presence.
I would hear it on comms. TK just wants to keep talking back.
So if you're just tuning in, we're in Seattle Anarchist jurisdiction day 118. We're in South Park on the South Park Bridge in unincorporated Seattle, so that means it's part of King County. And the South Park Bridge has been closed down, and 2 banners have been hung on either side of the bridge facing the Duwamish River. We're not necessarily, I really can't provide you like a good angle to show you what's on those banners. There's a significant car brigade. What happened was there was a decision to car caravan here. Everyone loaded up in cars. We followed a group of cars and actually ended up entwined in the car brigade. And so right now I'm just basically like I'm on foot and all, but basically stuck with the car brigade. Not the intent. Just that was the group that we happened to follow, and Ian with Concrete is with us, and we were riding over together because that was the plan, and it was like, oh, they're stopping. I mean, it was just like that. It's like, oh, we're in the car brigade, and earlier we had the color bars, the Stimpy.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! What's outrageous? Kids in cages! What's outrageous? Kids in cages! What do we want for number 5? Jenny Durkin to resign! What do we want for number 5? Jenny Durkin to resign! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Duwamish Street! Duwamish Street! Duwamish Street! Duwamish Street! Black Lives Matter! Where's the ladder? Black Lives Matter! No good cops in a racist system! No bad protesters in a revolution! No bad protesters in a revolution! No good cops in a racist system! No good cops in a racist system! No bad protesters in a revolution! No bad protesters in a revolution! Black Lives Matter!
So
Some more information. So, if you guys have your phones, go ahead and pull them out. Okay, we're getting ready to stop it.
that's not police communications that you're hearing. If you're hearing a little bit of that in the background, that's not.
Thank you, car brigade!
Thank you, car brigade!
So it sounds. Thank you, organizers. It sounds.
Thank you, organizers!
Thank you, protesters!
Thank you, EDM.
Thank you, EDM.
Thank you, streamers.
But if you guys go onto Instagram on your phones that we have.
You can go ahead and thank your streamers also.
I have a handle on Instagram.
So
It's like a traffic stop, basically. We're going to try to traffic stop everyone.
So what's gonna happen here is when we go to roll out, what will happen is I'm gonna end the stream at that point, because it's just gonna be too hard. Well, I probably won't end the stream. I'll probably just bring my device up front with me, and we'll just make sure that we get by the police. If there are any issues, then we'll go ahead and keep the stream rolling. Again, we were just rolling in, and then we got mixed in with the car brigade. That wasn't the intent, but it is what it is. So.
You can volunteer, you can donate so we can get Mayor Jane Durkee out of office. Did everyone get that handle? Yeah. So it's SARA.
Can't quite say that there's been 118 days straight of protests in Seattle.
Everybody see us?
There was a confluence of things that happened. You had the Labor Day Spog March, and then after that march, you had TK was badly injured by SPD. Tati was arrested, and then we had clouds of just ridiculous amount of smokes came through. So all of those things kind of confluenced together, and I think there were a few days. Morning March doesn't do their thing on the weekends as it is, and I know that EDM, the air was just ridiculously bad here, not this Saturday but the Saturday before, and I think that was a day. I don't think there was anything. I don't think ENDD, DA, I don't think there was anything that happened on that day. We streamed with Off Meta on that day, and
We charge you with genocide.
Jenny Durkee, you can't.
We charge you with genocide.
Jenny Durkee, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Jenny Durkee, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Say it louder.
Black lives matter.
Even louder.
Black lives matter.
Defund SPD, how much?
50% at least.
Defund SPD, how much?
50% at least.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
And whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Where should the money
thank you for the shout out, Portland. We appreciate it, and support back to you. Malkatem Tango, we will be in Portland 9:25 through 9:27. We'll be there with Polcam.
Lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Free, who should you free?
All the protesters.
Free, who should you free?
All the protesters.
Don't forget number 4.
No new youth jail.
Don't forget number 4.
No new youth jail.
What do we want for number 4?
Jenny Durkin to
Hey,
resign.
what do we want for number 5?
Jenny Durkin to resign.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives
Actually, looks like King County Sheriff is left.
Fuck 12, we don't do what they want.
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 Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose else's lives matter?
Indigenous lives matter.
Who else's lives matter?
Indigenous lives matter.
Whose else's lives matter?
Indigenous lives matter.
Fuck 12, we don't do what they want.
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 Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
SPD goes.
Oink, oink, oink.
Oink, oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink. SPD goes oink, oink, oink.
Coming to the studio.
anarchist jurisdiction. I have like always been super adverse on like making like t-shirts and stuff, but I gotta tell you, now with the feds, with the Seattle anarchist, I've just like, you know, Malcolm Vitego live from Seattle anarchist jurisdiction, just like, oh my god.
You guys in the street, just don't get nobody's face.
I'm literally doing the exact same thing you are.
Yeah, it's fine. This is like the good spot. There's light and stuff, right? And
No, I mean in general, because they were just like, no faces.
Oh my god, like, isn't it?
yeah.
Where does that just go?
Right here.
Oh, thank you, sorry. And I don't want to get
Yeah. Oh, right. I see. No faces because of that.
Yeah, you get up high and you kind of get that angle there, right? And I mean, if somebody turns, it just stares right into the.
Right.
But what can you do? There's only so much you can do. Anyway. Yeah. So what's going on right now is there is spray painting being done onto the pavement of the bridge.
See, I just got this part of the equation that was happening. If we were told this was about to happen, then it would be a little easier for us to comply.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's happened here is, for those of you who are just tuning in, there's a couple of different things that have gone on here. We're in South Park. South Park is technically unincorporated Seattle, so it's part of King County. It's Seattle, but it's not Seattle. A lot of other areas, like if you're in, say, like Massachusetts or Rhode Island or Connecticut, you might be like, what the heck are you talking about? Because every square inch of those areas are essentially incorporated and attached to a town. That's not the case here in the Western United States, and so you may have an area. Edmonds is a good example of this. You could live in Edmonds, and if you live in a zip code, even though your address is Edmonds, you're part of Snohomish County. So if you call 911, Edmonds police don't show up, Snohomish County shows up. You call for the fire department, Snohomish County fire shows up, not Edmonds fire. And South Park is like that also. This is part of King County. The protesters tonight have shut down the South Park Bridge. The reality is the South Park is a very, very industrial area. There isn't a lot of people that live. There are some people live in the area, but it's very much an industrial area. They've hung two banners, one on either side of the bridge. Those banners are pointing out at the Duwamish River. And right now there are people that are spray painting on the pavement and the concrete of the bridge. And that's kind of what's going on in 2 minutes or less here in the Seattle anarchist jurisdiction. So, and we have entertainment. We're getting some Ray Charles music, but played like with a little bit of a Hawaiian. Would you say a little Hawaiian angle to it?
Little ukulele. Yeah, it's a ukulele.
You know, actually, because you're not going to be able to see any faces here. It's just a great shot. I don't know, I guess this is a good point for me to kind of look at comments, see what people are asking or saying.
I'm going to show you what's going on. I'm going to show you the messaging right now after everyone's done. So we'll get through that in a minute.
There's a lot of cars. There's a lot of cars, and I can tell you that there's at least one vehicle that is accidentally in the car brigade. I'm going to be driving back home with my head on a frickin' swivel, I'll tell you that.
So funny. I can see it, yeah. Right? It's still the same spot?
Yeah. You know what? I don't drive it a whole. I know they told me to turn on the hazard light. I don't drive it a lot, so I'm hoping it's not dead battery, because it does just a whole lot of sitting in the driveway.
If the protest provides, somebody will jump you. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Careful behind you. Careful behind you.
So what's kind of happened here also is that King County Sheriff was here earlier. It looks more like that they were more blocking the bridge than anything else. So in other words, it looked like they were kind of doing more of a directing traffic sort of thing. Essentially doing what the police should be doing, because that's the way it should be. And they've driven off at this point. I think they probably figured out that this would be in the bucket of what people call good trouble in protest speak.
You know what strikes me from going to Portland and back is that people in cities like Portland, they're always very, very concerned about being kettled, and in this situation that we're in, we're literally in the middle of a bridge.
Yeah.
The potential for that to be massive.
Yeah.
People are still going with
It is really interesting, right? Because there have been people who watch my streams know that whenever we kind of go into an alleyway or something like that, I just start talking in the streams. It's like, what are we doing? I'm not, because look, I've never been in the military per se. I've been civilian attached to the military. I've never been in the shed. I've never been in the sandbox, but I know what a kill box is. I know enough to know what a kill box is, and there's been more than one occasion, not that I feel that anybody would be shot down in an ambush, but there has been more than one occasion in Seattle where I feel like we've walked kind of into kill boxes that in other cities the police would have moved in and kettled them up, and that had been the end. And that doesn't seem to be a tactic that SPD does. Although Seattle does seem to be employing more and more of Portland-style tactics in the last 4 to 6 weeks, is what I've seen.
Yes. And Portland has been deploying more of the Seattle messaging that we're so known for with our chants and things like that.
Yep.
And then something else to note on in this situation is that these people are not dumb. They understand the calculated risk that they're taking, but it's just that important, to them. So that's kind of where we're at here.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. That we have our first introduction to the rainy season tomorrow, and it is just supposed to dump with a capital D tomorrow, and then it's supposed to rain through Saturday. And we desperately need it here, and I know it's going to be raining all the way down in Oregon and where they really need it. And so I'm happy to see that they're going to get that rain. It's going to help with the forest fire smoke and all. But it is going to be interesting to kind of see what happens. The movement definitely got reinvigorated, I think, tonight with the veto being overridden. And I think that's going to inject some more energy. And
The
Breonna Taylor, whatever that announcement comes down, I think is going to shoot some energy, regardless of the outcome. It's going to shoot energy, whether it's positive or negative. It's going to shoot energy into the movement. Certainly the election will push some energy into the movement, and the Supreme Court battle, because the reality is in the Supreme Court battle, there's already marginalized people in this country, the Black, Indigenous, person of colors, LGBTQIA, and women for that matter. Roe v. Wade is potentially hanging by a thread at this point in this country. And then there are other things like gay marriage, right, recognized by the feds. And there's so much at stake And you take any of those issues, women's reproductive rights, women's right to choose, gay, trans, LGBTQA, it's just easier to say that than to list it all off. It's only amplified if you're black, indigenous, or a person of color, and what you go through. And then we still have the issue of institutional racism and gerrymandering and redlining. Yes. South Park is an example of this.
Exactly, yes.
South Park is a great example of redlining. That's one of the reasons why there used to be a lot more people that lived in South Park.
Yeah.
Oh, Philip, if you're going to believe the rain when you see it, you are going to see it you're going to see it. It's going to be ugly tomorrow.
So about the Louisville thing, I would love to be able to fly out there tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can do that and get there on the ground by 2 p.m. But I'll be honest with you, like I said, all this stuff costs a lot of money, and I hate to ask, but if you can help me with that.
Yeah, so for people that are asking, right, we use the pole cam and we use the wide angle because it protects protesters' identities. We're here, right, to document. I've said this many times before. Look, I will get into a little of my personal editorialization, right? I think this is good trouble. If people have watched my streams, they know I've actually done everything but Morning March because it's really freaking hard to get my happy ass to Seattle at 8 in the morning. And I know Morning March and some of the other people, they're just like, yeah, you got to do a Morning March. And maybe next week, maybe next week, I would love to get a Morning March under my belt. But, I've done SPOG rallies, I've been to Trump rallies, I've done direct action groups, we've done, and when I say SPOG rallies, I mean like rallies in support of SPOGs. I've been on SPOG, marches to SPOGs. I've sucked in tear gas, hit by batons, I've had great conversations. So we film all sorts of things. I feel it's my obligation. It's a historical, right? We're living through historical times. What you're watching right now is history. And I've worked really hard to earn the trust of all of the different protester organizers, leaders, and activists within the community, and to be able to show you the before, the during, and after. It's so important to show the before, the during, and after, because there's this narrative, right? If you watch Fox News, if you listen to a friggin' Trump speech, and when I say Fox News, because what's interesting, let me divide Fox News up into two things. You have Fox News, the people that report the news, and you have Fox News, the entertainers, people like Tucker Carlson and Gene Perino, and they will tell you they're not reporters.
So as that guy over there says, we have about 2 to 3 minutes before he calls SPD and they come over here. I mean, but if you guys choose to want to leave, that's on us as a group, but like, I really don't give a fuck about them coming here. So that's not it.
So TK's kind of made an announcement that SPD may be coming here, and I think the decision is they're going to stay put. I'm not going to get closer just because I think we're chilling. Well, hopefully I'll still have windows and a truck tire at the end of this today. So for those, we're accidentally mixed in with the car brigade. They said they were car caravan and we forwarded a group, and what we didn't know is that we were mixed in with a group of car brigade. And actually it's on the live stream. Oh, actually it's not. It was a little side conversation I had. They're like, don't you have a radio? Don't you have a number? I'm like, no, we thought we were car caravanners. And they were like, oh. And then we were mixed in and didn't have any way. We're boxed in basically. So we had vehicles behind us and in front of us and to the side of us and then a guardrail. So we're just boxed in, and it is what it is. So what I was starting to say though, you know, if you get your news from Fox News, right? Oh, Seattle's in flames and blah, 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 right? There hasn't been anything since, like, to that degree since May 30th. There's been nothing here like that. And, right, Fox News took pictures from Minneapolis and other cities and said it was Seattle. They took a picture from this guy from the John Brown Gun Club and photoshopped him into multiple pictures when that wasn't the case either, which also then gets into this whole inanity of, oh, leftists don't have guns and they're not armed, and we're just, and then like, oh my God, they have guns and chops and they're organized and they have big guns, and but so like, make up your mind on the narrative, all right? Because y'all sound crazy. So it sounds like the Auto Club is coming, coming from the east. That's that way. All right. Well, if the Auto Club's coming, let's go ahead and we'll go watch for the Auto Club. If you're not familiar with when I say the Auto Club, that's me referring to SPD. And what I will probably do if the Auto Club is coming, I like don't have my vest or anything like that on, so I think I'm going to vest up. So you're going to have to look here for a minute while I vest up. Back up then, or so I can back up.
You are blocking people, so no.
Okay, because okay.
Yeah, no. People get hit and
Well,
Because I live right here and I'm coming home from emergency. I'm just trying to find out what's going on. Okay, well, I'm up on the bridge. I can't see anything. All I can see is that it's
bear with me. I'm suiting up. So just bear with me here. I'm almost done. Well, I can't say I'm exactly happy or thrilled about the situation, but it is what it is. I'm masked up, that's why I'm muffled. So all right, well, the auto club's coming, so we're just gonna wait for the auto club. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. People are asking me questions. The word is SPD is on their way. And I am trying to see if that is the case. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. We are basically what I am reading on discussions. We are in King County, and my vehicle is in King County by, no lie, like 3 feet. And again, this wasn't not our intent, which has been clear through the whole stream, to be part of Car Brigade. We were just following the group, and man, this thing just see if we can adjust something here. What I've just done is fixed focus, and yeah, that actually seems to have made it worse. So we'll turn off fixed focus. So basically, by what I'm reading, this is kind of no man's land. This is what I was reading, was there was a discussion going on, and that this is essentially no man's land. That barricade there in front of you represents Seattle. The barricade on the other side represents King County. And this is like the demilitarized zone. So the Seattle Anarchist jurisdiction is that way.
Senpai Tango. Senpai Tango, that's what you're calling.
What is it?
People are calling you Senpai Tango. Senpai.
Oh, Senpai. I'll be.
No, they're saying because like you're like my senpai.
Oh.
What do you think about all this going on over here? You see a lot of cars. You can't really see it so well on the stream because of all the lights, but
right.
You've got at least 7. Well, if you want to talk about how far it is, it's probably about like 10 cars down.
Watch this guy. Watch this guy.
Right here.
Like I don't know what they're doing.
Trying to turn around. Send pole. You guys are clever.
Anyway, we're waiting for the auto club to show up. Yeah, Lakota's got a good suggestion there. It's a good time to show your mods, and there you go. Look at all those hearts. I love it.
I'm not watching Facebook. Let's name hearts.
Mods are paid in hearts. So I see 2 buses, I see multiple trucks. Generally what's happened, a lot of people get here and they turn around. There are alternate routes to get across this area here. So if I'm sounding muffled, it's because I've masked up and I put on the gear. Just because, again, the word is the auto club is coming, so I figured when we got here I wasn't geared up at all. I was just out here in shirt and pants like it was just a regular day, and it has turned into not so much, or potentially may turn into not so much a regular day. I was just getting ready to say, oh, looks like they're here, but it's a different vehicle.
Just showed up what's happening. Mal, how would you describe in like a minute or less what has just happened?
So I guess what's happened is EDM has come to the South Park Bridge. They've shut down the bridge. It appears they've shut down the bridge on the King County side based on chatter that I've read. And they have hung a couple of banners, and some people got in some good trouble, as we like to say, and did some spray painting. And there's word that the Seattle Police Department, who is going to be especially unhappy with all of this tonight, which is part of the reason why I was like, well, I guess I might as well put on the stuff. Allegedly are on their way, but it appears, based on some stuff that's reading and information being sent to me, there are questions on the jurisdiction and if they could actually come here. And as I understand it, and some information that was shared with me, we're kind of standing in a demilitarized zone right here, and then right where those barriers are, right, the arms that would come down,
yeah,
that's Seattle. And then the barriers on the other side, that's King County. So that's the Anarchist zone.
Yeah, over there. Safe zone here, maybe.
up?
Yep. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Let me turn the camera. Beautiful of the very polluted Duwamish River. This is a super fun site, or it was a super fun site. Well, I give up on that.
Yeah, Dark, you're right. I know it's not exactly easy to see anyway with the lights, but I'm just being extra careful. There's a person trying to either direct the semi or warn him, and that's all you need to know, really.
What's happening? There's a couple of people that are related to security for the group. They're kind of moving around in the area, and so medics, security, and car brigade are super targeted, and so we're just trying to provide some cover.
Semi once again is seeing what he can do here. We're gonna
Corey, we'll be showing a lot of criminals on Saturday when we show the Proud Boys shooting at people and bear macing and driving around with no license plates. So Corey, you can come back and see criminals. Did that hurt, Corey? Is not the kind of criminals I was supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, the semi seems to be understanding the fact that he can't do anything right now.
Yeah, so basically, what I was reading by some of the chatter and discussion is that, right, I'm in no man's land right now. This is like the Berlin Bridge. And I'm trying to walk back into the Seattle Anarchy Zone. And as I was kind of reading and understanding it, this right here, wave to the security camera. There's the security camera. Everybody say hi to Seattle Police Department. Seattle Police Department, say hi to everybody. My understanding is that's it right here. Boom. We are now in the Seattle Anarchist jurisdiction. And now if I turn around and walk back this way, we're back in no man's land. And there's very few people that are actually waiting to get across the bridge. Crap, I got like a new neck gaiter yada yada thing. It just showed up. This thing's like trying to breathe through 3 N95 masks at the same time.
No, they're here, bro. So I don't know why. Don't complain to them, bro.
So,
How about this? How about this? How about this? I'll just sit there.
Nobody, bro.
All about this. Sorry, not here. That's bullshit. You fucking got in my face.
I'm feeling very unsafe.
And then you two, where's the other one? You guys grabbed me. Grabbed me.
So if you're so offended, why
That was literally assault. No, I'm not
so
going to say
intimidated on video, but you're still standing here, sir.
No, I'll stay right here. This is not your space, buddy. This is not your space.
This is our space.
Ma'am, you come here
Sir.
and talk to me.
Let's walk this way.
No, let's talk right
We're
here.
gonna walk all the way down to that craft at the end of that.
After I talk to you for a few minutes. How about that? Before apparently your organizer came up and started berating me, calling me what? That wasn't berating. That wasn't berating. That wasn't being just mean, derogative, nasty. No, sorry.
actually, Corey, blocking roads in the city of Seattle is not a crime.
You guys chill out. I'll talk to you for a bit. I actually, no. I want to talk to you right here. Because I feel like at this point I have to stand my fucking ground a little bit. You see it?
Corey is clearly not from Seattle.
Point, bro. That's the whole fucking point, you dumbass.
Industry.
That's the whole point.
What do you think happens if a fucking barge comes along and they have to open this goddamn
It's gonna be
barge?
disrupted. This is a disruption. Like, how can you not get that, bro? We're doing it on purpose. So
It's on purpose. I
It's
decided
supposed
to
to be.
walk with you this way, off the bridge, and like, we can walk over this way,
Right back that way.
or we can walk back down that way. Either way. Either way.
Yeah, I want to go this way. Now I want to go back there.
Okay,
Now I want to
we'll
go over
walk that
there.
way.
They don't.
All around. Because apparently this is a protest where we get to sit on the fucking bridge,
Actually, protest has
blocking
to be for
everything,
people. So come back to the
graffitiing everything.
that's right.
Like you guys are being assholes.
That's the point.
I don't know if you've actually heard this,
That's not the point.
but you guys are being actual dicks. And you're costing people time and money over something we all agree on.
No, not everyone is.
the same as dying black people?
For who? For who?
You
What
literally
tiny, incredible
I haven't
minority
known
of
that you
people
want.
are
So you
actually
can be
racist in this
respectful. Have I
country?
not been respectful?
About 40. Whoa. Let's see. I'll answer that question. 100% of the people in this country are racist because everybody has inherent bias and inherent racism. Literally, everybody in this country is racist.
All the time. But yes, I am.
And if that comment makes you uncomfortable, guess what? Like if you're like furiously writing the comments right now, I'm not a racist. Guess what? Go look in the mirror. Think hard.
I can
By the way, why?
Google it right now. You have a
Nothing to do.
smartphone, right? You have a smartphone?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, when you get home,
You're a liar.
I'm a liar?
You don't have a smartphone?
No, I don't. I don't play those games.
look, that's fine. You can Google it. Will you
Yeah, but
just go
it's
on
I will
there?
Google it. I will Google it. I've heard the argument of police enforcement, law enforcement has existed way before this beginning of this country. It's just not. I mean, I can see how you can kind of construe and read that.
He's missing the fact that the police were started as a slave catching force in this country.
Ideally,
Correct.
And I think probably most of the time. Not in all. Yeah, not in all cases. I mean, obviously, look, there are problems with this fucking country. A lot of people are speaking up about it right now.
Wow, this is actually pretty shocking. I made this statement. There's bipartisan agreement in my feed.
Really?
Yes. There are even people on the right. There's someone, dude, he's got a Trump hat on. He just typed in, I agree with you. Everyone is racist to some degree. There is some hope for the country.
MLK. You like MLK?
But they might be saying that as a way to be like, oh, see, like I'm not that bad.
You like MLK, right?
You never know the context.
Yeah, you know, well, I'll give him the inch. I'll give him the inch. We're having a good night so far.
Testing, graffiti, all of this stuff. It's voice of the
He was an
unheard.
advocate for graffiti.
He agreed with
Jim, that's a ridiculous statement. Again, everybody is racist. Racism is 100%. Everybody has unconscious and inherent bias to some degree. Everybody.
how
So all the more reason why you should be fighting against racism. And the first step of fighting against racism is acknowledging that you have inherent bias.
Yes, absolutely. That's your thing. Join the system rather
Oh
than...
no, there is a ton of bipartisan support for. I'm really stunned at the bipartisan support. I'm like anybody who's digging in their heels on that. Seriously, you need to go look in the mirror. You need to really think about your inherent biases. You're just not willing to admit it.
Seriously, if you can change the system, become part of the system. I think that's
right
a little.
now. Did you know what happened with...
This is the South Park Bridge, and I'm not being a smartass when I say that. People who aren't from Seattle be like, "Oh, what a dick, South Park Bridge." Like, no, we are really on the South Park Bridge.
To put defunding SPD on the budget list, they had taken away the youth jail because we do not need youth in cages. And then the mayor was like, "Fuck that, I'm going to veto it." But then we kept putting pressure on the city council. So today, during the meeting that we were all...
Rob, I know so many lies from the president. It's terrible.
Had these things back on the ballot. Had these things okay because now the mayor can't veto it.
All right. Well,
No, it is like 10 o'clock at night here.
Wait, why would you agree with mayor?
Because as someone who lives in an area where there's like several gang shootings every week.
Raymond, that it's one heck of a... I'm not... There's no such thing as Antifa. I'm a journalist, and so I don't know what I just proved.
Antifa is an ideology, not an organization.
Well, no, I have somebody here saying, you know, Antifa, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, if you don't believe in fascism, technically you're Antifa. You know, so.
Right.
You're doing nothing. White silence.
House over there. Don't worry about it. So
you're complicit. You don't care about people that look like you. Like him. Like
Patrick, maybe some night you too can accomplish something. I mean, why are you watching if you're not accomplishing anything?
any other rando fucking person that I see on the street.
I'm
Why should I care about you? As a regular, well, sure. I mean, as far as a human goes, I care about people generally.
No,
if I see someone trip or some shit, I'm gonna help them up. I help people carry things. I open doors for people.
If I was pulled over by police and getting beat up, what would you do? Would you assume I did something wrong?
Well, I would have no idea of the situation, and the only thing that's gonna happen by me joining in is me getting fucking shot
That's
or
not
beat
true. So
or some
here's a
shit.
quick little story for you, and then I'm gonna leave. Or wasting my time.
I'm wasting your time.
Yes.
I thought you were just here. What are you here? You're here to talk and tell
you are
protests
wasting
and
my
stuff.
energy.
Okay,
So-
that's fair.
So, why are you still wasting your breath on this knuckling
I
ass
just said this is my
motherfucker?
last thing.
God
I was coming
damn.
back from Bible school.
It is the Duwamish River.
And the police-
It may look lovely, but it's not lovely.
Everyone in my group. And they singled me out, assumed I stole my car, beat me up, held me up at gunpoint, arrested me. And the only reason I'm still here today is because a white man jumped in front of me.
Oh my God, Shelly, is there a link for this? Is this a real thing?
I'm just
Waste
saying
of
that
fucking space, bro. You
if
really
any
are.
of our lives were on the stake, you would be the one pulling the trigger.
You're a fucking waste of space, bro. Like, why are you still here?
Maybe.
No, it is correct, though.
Patrick, we don't encourage that kind of comments here. Goodbye.
Dead ass, you could have been educated. You're choosing to still be ignorant, bro. Like dead ass, your ignorance is a choice
I'm
at this
supposed to
point.
just like instantly flip over and like, what am I supposed to say? What would make you happy?
Your mom swallowing you would have made me happy, dead
Oh
ass.
damn, my mom should have swallowed me.
Yeah, she should have. And your
You
daddy
happy?
should have left you in a sock too, or put you in the toilet, something. Anything to avoid you standing here as a person right now, I'd have chose better. I'd expected that. I'd respected that more.
No. Yeah. This fucking like. You guys have to understand.
We don't have to understand shit.
Interrupting Black Lives Matter about graffiti, bro.
Oh, please send the link. I think I've been so against doing any merchandising or t-shirts or stuff, but I think I have to do something with Seattle Anarchist jurisdiction and the Malcontent Vitago. It just screams for it.
there's gonna be serious problems between me and you, bro. I'm serious, bro. So what you want there to be problems? We can fight, bro. We can fight, bro.
I don't want to fight.
Moet, I don't know why you're asking that like a got you question. Because let me explain something to you, Moet. We were filming on June 8th in CHOP, and we filmed a black person by the street name of Magic being racist to Shawama Sawant and mocking her Indian accent. Everybody has inherent racism.
Do you agree with the style of
100%.
where you can
So I don't know, like it's some gotcha thing.
where you threaten force to remove someone from public property because they don't agree?
Because we've documented it.
When they're becoming a nuisance,
What the fuck SPD does? When you call the cops to try to get us out of here, what you think they're going to do? Force us out of public property, right? For standing here and practicing our First Amendment right?
Really?
it is our First Amendment.
I might have to start.
You out here causing a pandemic risk. Put on a fucking mask and then you can come talk to me, bro.
That part.
I don't care, bro. I want you to touch me now. I definitely want you to touch me, bro.
I'm not
Seriously.
touching anyone.
Alright then, bro. Keep it pushing, my nigga. You're over it. You got me started, bro. You definitely got me started, bro. You definitely got me started, my nigga. You definitely got me started.
Hey, Shizbang, how are you doing? And hi, Shizbang viewers. What's going on, Shizbang? You shiz bucket, stealing shizzy content from the shizzy Seattle Anarchist shiz. Shiz is not the shiz night, that's for sure. The shiz knit. Not, no.
Take care of your dog.
So, like, if you watch it on the shiz and you want the real story, not the cropped story, not the blurry story from his scrape, you can hop on over to Facebook Malcontentment, and then you can watch the real story there. Because why would you want to watch it on some guy that goes by the shiz?
He just wants to fucking tear down everything that people are trying to.
Also, why are you guys videoing from the same angle? Don't you want to get different angles?
Well, we've been getting different angles, but there was.
Trying to be safe. I don't, CK said it was cool here, so stay.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to happen, and
definitely do want to get different angles. So.
Oh, cool. Thank you for sharing the link. I love it. The shiz night. Why are right-wing closet streamers such cowards? Shizzy, why are you such a coward? You're a total coward. I'm calling you out as a coward. Because you're not out here, Bubba. You're not out here in class 4 body armor walking around with 50 pounds of gear. You haven't sucked in pepper spray, tear gas, dodged rubber bullets, whacked with a baton. Haven't been doxxed, death threats. Josie, why are you telling us about what's going on in your house?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Hey, what's up? You can't blame me for grunge music because I wasn't living in Seattle during the grunge music era. However, it is probably one of the sharpest, like, my musical tastes went like through this total whiplash. I was like punk rock, then I went like new wave, first wave, then I went country. I went from new wave, first wave to country. And I'll say it again, the golden age of country music is like from 85 to 95, and I came in towards the end of that golden age. And then Shania Twain showed up and just screwed it up for everything. Oh, and Garth Brooks did his Chris Gaines. He did the Chris Gaines thing, right? Wasn't that it? Chris Gaines? And just like, oh my God, dude. And then like country music just became this pop, soulless, awful. And then I went to grunge. Like hardcore grunge. What I was talking earlier about the shiz night, the shiz bag, the shiz bucket. Right-wing chuds, right-wing cocksucker, if I quote from the TV show Deadwood. These two cocksucker, right-wing cocksuckers, they just steal the content, right? Because then they all get in their little thing and they clutch their pearls and they all get nice and scared. And then they say like scary, threatening things and they write their little funny comments and they think it's funny. But the reality is that every now and then somebody reads a little too much of that hate and then they go and act on it and they do something terrible. And sometimes they do some of those terrible things that they do are actually directed in the wrong direction, which makes it even worse. Like for instance, in Minneapolis, the person that literally struck the first match in Minneapolis, that was a guy in an Aryan biker club. They are wanted, but they're not looking for him too hard. The dude that lit the police precinct building on fire in Minneapolis, a white nationalist dude who was just arrested. Stunning, isn't it? See, because some of them read that stuff and then they're like, okay, I'm going to go and do this and I'll try to blame it on them. But most people that do this stuff are just too freaking stupid to pull it off and get caught. So you have these right wingers and they essentially steal our content. And then what they do, because there's the watermarks and the links, they kind of try to crop it out, but then the picture gets all crappy when they crop it out. And then sometimes their followers come over here and then we have to just start banning them. And it's just terrible. And the thing is we don't ban them right away because they're useful idiots, because the Facebook AI doesn't care. All the Facebook AI cares about is that I have more eyeballs. All right. One of the things that I had said is that when they do the load up call, we're just going to probably just be like, okay, I'm going to throw the phone in and we're going to roll. So this is what's going to happen. Yeah, of course. So what's going to happen is we're going to roll out. Police never showed up. Again, what I had read is there was all this discussion between the two police forces, King County and Seattle, on who controlled the bridge. And that's why I said I think that there's this decision was made that there's kind of this I'm going to take my phone with me this time because I know what's going on this time. First aid, camera, kit, no plates, don't trip on the wire.
Yeah, so nobody got attacked at all. They basically just said you need to leave because you're now at this point causing a disturbance and you're not actually here to have a real discussion.
They stopped screaming when I started just hammering them. Someone just let me know. Thank you, malcontents.
Somebody just cheered like 7,500 bits, which was awesome. I might actually have some help getting to Louisville tomorrow.
Nice.
I think 7,500 is $75.
Really?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you. That guy, thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone's watching on Twitch. I don't even know what a cheer is, but if you can, like, go ahead and give me a cheer, that'd be cool.
Bits are kind of like tips. Like, you know how Twitch, if you get a sub, Twitch takes half of it, basically.
Okay.
Bits are just like straight tips, no profit for Twitch. It's just straight to you, the streamer.
Got it.
It's really nice. It was super nice. Thank you, man. Z-Ball, I think his name is. Check your PayPal. What? What is going on? I don't know if I can.
Concrete's gonna head out to.
Yeah. Did they say that they were all meeting somewhere, or are we just out?
I think we're out. I think that's it. Ah, shoot.
Hey, do you know? Are we meeting somewhere else, or are we just dispersing? Dispersing? Going back where we came from?
Yeah, so
okay,
it's
cool,
essentially dispersing then, because you got to get back to your car, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Well, yeah, but it'll be nice to go back to that area. What? He put more in PayPal? Are you kidding me? No way. Oh man. Thank you. I would really love to go cover Louisville tomorrow. Let me see. I won't be able to look at chat real quick. I'm gonna look at my email.
I got to turn our light on.
Yeah, go for it.
I got it all towards me. So
okay. Yeah. I have technology not behaving right now.
Oh right, I can't check it from here anymore.
Shoot. I hate when technology doesn't behave.
You text Shay and see if she can search it. You can see it.
Gosh darn it. This way. The bad Mr. Kitty.
Sec chat.
Yeah, one sec here. Peeps. I'm just trying to get this set up. Pissing me off. There we go.
So, to recap what just happened, we shut down the South Park Bridge in Seattle over the Duwamish River. Man, how long have we been here? Like an hour?
I've been streaming for 2 hours, 7 minutes, so we've been here at least an hour.
So yeah, we've been here
hour
for
15-ish or so.
They dropped banners off each side of the bridge to hang. One said defund SPD 50%. The other one said too many names.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know what was on them. That's right. I remember the one too many names I saw.
No, chat. I'm gonna stop that right now. Somebody just said, "Is that true? I did hear that Malcontent has sent Andy no videos in the past." That is not true. No.
So
me and Mal are very, very, very much on the same page when it comes to not allowing those kinds of people to use our content or the mainstream media to use our content. They use it without our permission anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, Andy No has stolen my content.
Yes, exactly. Andy No has stolen his content. He's also he's also put some of mine up there too in the past. No. I have a sticker on my monopod that says "Fuck Andy No." So,
and I'm going to be looking for one of those stickers.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Yes, Andy No steals all his content, and none of us give him permission to do that. He links other people's shit, yeah, and then he steals it. Well, I mean,
they're not advertising for me. I'm reading comments. They don't advertise for me. They're just stealing the content.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy No is particularly egregious because but he openly monetizes the content that he steals from other people. It's called IP theft.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. It's also a part of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act violation.
Mm-hmm. We've sent DMCAs and cease and desists.
I'll probably do two to 4 hours of DMCA tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. This is the stuff that you guys don't see because it's not on the stream, but yeah, This is the stuff we deal with every day.
We're here with Ian from Concrete. Reporting. And I think they're just with Concrete Report. Yes, because there's so many different concretes. Concrete Reporting.
I just always have to clarify that it's not media because it sounds too much like Converge Media.
Yep. And Converge Media we're partners with, just to add to the complexity of all the conversations here.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on? We're just we're waiting to roll out. They've told everyone to kind of saddle up. You know, one of the things I've learned from driving with the ballistic vest on, if I had to wear this all day and pull people over, I'd be pretty cranky by the end of my shift too. You could take that as you want it, I guess. He just gave the cops an inch. I know it. If I had to do this for like 8 or 10 hours, this would suck.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is IP theft because we own the content we create, and per Twitch guidelines, you cannot restream someone else's content without asking permission. And I think both me and Mal have an LLC.
Yes, we are under the umbrella of a company, and I've dealt with intellectual property law for almost 20 years through my career, and my lawyer has explained international copyright law, and we have filed multiple takedowns, and we have sent a couple of cease and desist letters. For me, it's just, we're out here literally risking our lives, like literally. Streamers have been killed. Streamers have been shot. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Saying the guy's a cop. They're not in the group and they're getting into a different vehicle, so I don't know.
I think they're saying, I think somebody was agitating from the sidewalk or from a different car.
All right, everything's good.
It's all good?
It looks like it, yeah?
Nah, he got just fucked up all the way. We gonna fuck. He said, oh, we heard that shit. Come on, shut up.
Alright, so yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah. There's almost always on the EDM march somebody that starts jawing on the sidewalks.
Serbian Sock on Twitter posted a clip from each of you guys tonight. What is that, DJ? Who is Serbian Sock? Is that a...
Oh, God. It's probably
you know who that is?
I have no idea.
Probably some Andy No type.
Some Andy No type just listening to the friggin'...
DJ, give me some background, some context for that thing. Serbian, whatever.
So if you're just tuning in, we're in South Park, which is part of King County. EDM Everyday March is kind of wrapping up what's going on. This was a drive to and a drive back. It wasn't a physical march in. And so from a streamer standpoint, it's been a little chaotic tonight because it's like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Because contrary to popular belief, we don't know what's going on. When I say we, I'm here with Ian from Concrete Reporting. Mm-hmm. And we're riding together, and Ian is planning to head out to Louisville to see if something does or doesn't happen out there. And I know Ian is planning to get back, but I think all that kind of depends on what happens in Louisville. Mm-hmm. To get back to PDX,
yes.
To see what'll be going on there. And we're going to be in PDX Friday, Saturday, and I say Sunday, but really it'll only be there till Sunday and late morning, so I don't know if we'll stream in PDX or not. I have a couple of assignments from Dr. Mrs. Malcontent on the way back. Happy wife, happy life. So I have a couple of pit stops between Portland and Seattle because we have kind of this opportunity to do that. So which way do we go?
I think follow these
we're
guys.
just basically
here,
right?
Around.
We're here.
Oh, are we?
So where are you? All right, isn't that the park right here?
Yeah.
So where are you parked?
I'm not technically parked.
Oh.
I have to call my ride.
Oh.
But that's okay.
All right. Well, I can hover with you just to make sure you're safe. Or isn't this the park right here?
I think it might be up there. Let me send a text real quick.
No one behind me. Oh, I don't think that's the park. No, I don't know where the hell we are. Now I see a bunch of cars going this way. It's like, because it all doesn't look the same anymore, right? Because it's flipping dark. And that's not no, there's houses there. That's not the park. But I see cars going this way. I know we're close.
Shoot. There you go. Text sent for my ride.
All right, bear with
me. Dude, I had like 400 or 500 people a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Just on Twitch.
Really? Yeah, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at our report.
Shay's not answering to check the PayPal because I don't actually have the information right now to go into it.
So we're either heading away from the park or to the park on this road right now.
Yeah. I know that this is the road.
Yeah.
Dark, you can kill that. Don't, just turn it off right now.
We're heading the right way.
If you don't mind, please.
Yeah. It's going to be up where those lights are.
My ride is on the way.
And then we're basically right here.
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry if my stuff's in your...
No, you're good. Just go, bro. Please, just go. Please, just go. And you... Alright, and you go. But hurry up and go. I have someone behind me.
There you go.
Man, that guy's definitely not with us.
Yeah.
unless we got like a giant box truck.
Well, we did have an 18-wheeler help us on Labor Day. All right.
Apparently, he's jumping between.
Oh, who's that?
Live Now Media, isn't that? Are they right wing?
I think they are.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Law and Order type stealing content. It's amazing.
It's not as it's okay. Somebody said, "Don't you want others to steal your content?" I mean, yeah, maybe for some people.
I had this on earlier because we were up on the bridge. Didn't have this on earlier. I need my mask. Here, 1 second. Oh my goodness. That I had a different head sock. I wear the head sock because if I think things are going to get spicy, because tear gas, pepper spray, etc. on the bare skin, it sucks. It friggin' hurts. And so no exposed skin. Those of you who watch the streams, have been on here earlier, know there were some times during the summer months it was 95 degrees here, and I was in a turtleneck, long pants, body armor, the head sock, and it's not fun. And that's why it gets back into why I slag out people that are just on their couch like, here, let's watch this stream. Hey, how about get off your couch and make the stream? Because this old Jewish gray-haired white guy is running circles around you. Yeah, I'm Jewish. Yeah. You just add that to the list of things to hate. Such a fun country we live in these days. All right, so what's happened? Let's go through the rundown of what's happened here. We were on the edge of the Seattle anarchist jurisdiction. I just love it. I do. I seriously, like, I'm really going to noodle about t-shirts. I've really been adverse on merchandising stuff. Mods, admins know. I'm just like, no, I'm because of people. And people say, no. But, oh my, it's just such low-hanging fruit. It just screams for merchandise. We joined the EDM Everyday March. Went and drove out to the the South Park Bridge, and which is right on the King County Seattle line. Like literally, it is the King County Seattle line. South Park could be called unincorporated community. So then King County does all of the support and all there, and we incidentally, because I say we, Ian from Concrete Reporting has been with us tonight, and we incidentally got mixed in with the car brigade. That wasn't the hope. We just did, and then we ended up kind of being the tail gunner vehicle, meaning that the keystone critical vehicle, blocking a couple of lanes. And I just kind of shrugged my shoulders. So it is what it is. We got out, we filmed. They hung 2 banners over the Duwamish River.
One says too many names. The other one says defund SPD 50%. They did some artwork. There was some music played. There was some worry and concern to a limited degree on whether SPD was going to show up or not. SPD, what was concluded on the chatter and some information was sending to me is that no, because we weren't in their jurisdiction, was King County. And I had some other information that was sent to me from Scanner Chat, and we'll just leave it at that. And then it was like, okay, fine, whatever. And then they've basically left. The other big thing that's happened in the Seattle Anarchist jurisdiction, I love it. I love it. Just think about it. Those people that you call losers, blah, blah, who got nothing accomplished. The federal government has basically abandoned these areas. They've ceded, they've left, they've admitted defeat. Your president admitted defeat in Seattle, Portland, in New York. So I actually think they're getting stuff done. And on the subject of getting stuff done, Jenny Durkin's veto was thrown out today by the Seattle City Council. And so the Seattle Police Department has been defunded a whole 1% for 2020. And the one thing to remember is that 1% was on the books anyway. Because Washington State budgets are carried out, our tax revenues are property tax and sales tax. We don't have an income tax here. And so when COVID hit, spending went down. People weren't buying big ticket items like cars in particular. And when that spending went down, the tax revenue went down. And so there's a revenue crunch throughout the entire state, whether that's a red community or a blue community. And some communities hit harder than others. And so the upshot of that is that there were budget cuts already on the books, and about $3.1 million were already on the books for SPD. And so really in the big scheme of things, I think what actually got cut tonight was like $650,000 or $700,000 for the 2020 budget. So I know there's clutching of pearls in hand, but if you actually study the numbers, if you've listened to the conversations, if you've listened to some of the people that follow this very, very closely, there really hasn't been a whole lot that's happened as far as the budget cuts are concerned. So, oh wow, we picked up a lot of followers tonight. Bye, Michael. Oh, wow. It's so funny to read posts from people that claim that they love the Constitution, celebrating unconstitutional acts. It's the logic is pure. It's pure. I don't know pure what, but the logic is pure. All right, malcontents. Thank you for watching. This is the part where I do the shameless plug for like, follow, subscribe, share, tip the jar. This isn't cheap to do all of this. And as the rhetoric increases, the expense increases because additional protections and stuff have to go into place. So, and I always say, support BIPOC causes first, support us second. And Morning March, I haven't had the chance to put the post up. Morning March, 8 a.m. If you go to Instagram, you can find on Instagram where Morning March will be tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Bring a rain jacket because it's going to pour tomorrow, Seattle. And I think with that, I'm going to say,